Garth Emsley here again. It's still Wednesday the 30th of May 2018. It's about 20 past 4 in the morning. I've made this video a few times, but I haven't uploaded it, and I want to get it done just for the record. This is plans for my block of land, and I'm sorry if it's totally unorganized, but I kind of wanted to start somewhere, maybe with a contour, but anyway, there might be one here. A few videos I've made have really gone on too long. So this is the block of land I bought. It's about 30 metres across the front. It's about 40 metres down each side, and it's about 15 metres across the back. It's quite steep. There's about 10 metres of fall from the top to the bottom, and there's a big mound of soil along the top, which they put intentionally there for the first concept that was done by the previous owners. Okay. So this was the first concept done by the previous owners. It was a strata title, detached dwelling development, consisting of 2 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, double garage units. I didn't do any due diligence on the block before I bought it, because I just wanted to buy the land predominantly to put my own place on. So hopefully something works out for it. I'm fairly determined to make something work on it. Although I'd also probably like to work for a different company, which would mean moving out of the area, so it all remains to be seen if I get something done on it or not. But this was the first concept. Real quick, try and do it quickly. Yeah, that was obviously that was the upper floor plan. Driveway and 2 carports off to the side thing. And kind of irrelevant now, that driveway gradients to renderings of how it would have looked. So you can see how steep the side is there, and they put all this fill at the front here to retain and put the 2 carports on, and then separate structure, the building down below, right, over 2 levels. And that's the second story floor plan. That's landscaping design. Some elevations. And that's about it really. A few more elevations. And lastly, the cut and fill plan. So yeah, this is all fill across the top to be retained through here, and then 2 cut and cut here again and fill out the back. Okay, done. I had initially I went to this builder here to get a plan done. So this one I could have possibly staged the construction, built one and the other one later, but you have to pay contribution fees for a strata title development, which is about 60 grand, and I would have had to put infrastructure in place for this second one, even if I was only just building one at a time. So it's quite a large commitment to even start that. So then I went to this builder here and paid him some money to do me kind of like this design here, which was really nice. But I gave him a budget to work to, gave him a brief and a budget to work to, and he went up and the budget in my brief was like to my maximum amount, and he went over that. Went over my budget, and so I didn't even think about taking the concept to the bank, or getting the proposal to the bank. But it was a really nice home. Yeah, again, I mean, it would have kind of looked like that, and like that at the back. Yeah, again, that at the front, that at the back, side, front, side. They're all the renderings for it. Okay. Nice. And this was the floor plan for it. Upper floor. Just pause the video if you want to look at it for longer. But yeah, double garage, main kitchen, living dining area, walk-in pantry, deck out the back, foyer, stairs, upstairs toilet, main bedroom, ensuite and walk-in robe, and then going downstairs. So split level construction, like all in the same footprint. And then this subgrade to this subfloor area here, with a partition wall, and so it's kind of split off from the main footprint, but it's all sort of, it looks like a two-story house, but they call it split level because it's split off from the rest of the footprint. But there you go down the stairs, and there's a laundry, bedroom, toilet, bathroom, another bedroom, and patio out the back. So that was really nice design, but way too expensive. Then I got this one done. Well, I didn't pay for this one. The guy just did it from a previous client's design, which was this floor plan. But he'd built this floor plan for another client, and he took me into it, and I didn't like that floor plan. I thought it was too squished up. So the previous client's house didn't look like this. Their one had the garage next to the house here. It was sort of split level, but off to the side, not underneath. Whereas this one, they put the garage underneath. Yep, so that was that one. But I got him to change the floor plan to something like that, which I only made it 2-bedroom, 1 bath, instead of trying to squeeze everything into floor plan like that. And anyway, plans and more plans. I got another plan done that I don't even really want to show you, because it was going to look, it was all single level, up on stilts, and I paid this company the most amount to, well, up until this point I'd paid these guys the most to get these done, this design done, but it ended up being too dear as well, and I think it would have looked awful. Not from the front, you know, not so much from the front or the side, but definitely from the back. Just kind of horrible having all that underneath there that you can't use and whatnot. So but I got it done nevertheless, because I thought it was a good idea at the time. Where we're at now is, this is getting looked at by an engineer at the moment, and this is about 100 square metres smaller than any design so far. So most of these builders want to build you a big house because that's how they make their money. This one was done by the builder's draftsman. This one was done by the builder himself. He's got his own drafting equipment and he does his designs on. This guy here, he sells his plans online, and I picked a plan that I thought was relevant for my site, and he adapted it to my site somewhat. But now this is at the engineers. The engineer's going to recommend a way of construction which would also make it more of a split level design, by putting this whole section here further forward on the hill. Yeah, because the architect designs it, but the engineer has to engineer it. So this plan here is at the engineers right now. They called me about it today. They got to give me a price on engineering it and making some recommendations as to how they figure it can be engineered and built. But like I said, it's a lot smaller than the other designs. It's not a full-size home yet, although it could possibly be in the future. It's I've actually made this living room a little bit bigger, made it a little bit longer out this end, but living, dining, kitchen, laundry area, a downstairs toilet, a rear patio, and that's possibly how I could extend it later. Although the engineer said I don't really want to go there, he doesn't really want to go there. It's only a single car garage. There'll be the stairs going down and bedroom upstairs with an ensuite. So that's how I kind of wanted to extend it later. Double garage. And yeah, so because I think the engineer looked at this section and thought, oh, big retaining wall, expensive. And yeah, he wants to move this forward and then probably bring that out, so just so it's not cut into the hill so much, something like that. And I did have another one done which was a full-sized house, but the engineer said he doesn't even want to think about trying to stage it. So basically that design there is this design, only a bit bigger. So if you can imagine building this first and then having this added later, that's what we've done there. So an extension or something could happen like that at a later date maybe, but anyway, they're all my plans for my block of land, and remains to be seen if anything gets done, because I don't know who I'm working for right now, and if I have to go back working for my previous employer, then I will either stick at it to get this built, or I'll be wanting to move companies, try and work for a bigger firm that operates a bit differently, and they have more people involved basically, so everyone's not working so hard. But anyway, we'll see how we go. It's kind of a big commitment getting anything built. It's much easier just to go out there and buy something for yourself, right? It's move-in ready. But I kind of figured there wasn't anything, there wasn't much in this area for me that was move-in ready. There's a lot of old buildings in this area, and at the time I had the money to buy the land, and I thought it was a good idea. But kind of struggled a bit to keep working as hard as I was working. So yeah. But anyway, that is my building update, and yeah, don't expect any. There will be the occasional update as to what's happening with that, but nothing's happening real quickly on that end. But anyway, we'll see what happens. Okay, better cut this video. It's getting pretty long, and I'd like to drag it on longer because it's kind of a bit of a sticking point, this topic, as it would be for lots of people, I guess. Anyway, have a good day. Garth Emsley out here, and we'll see you somewhere, sometime, someplace. Bye.